Alright guys, welcome back to Amputee Adele's YouTube channel, where we're today looking at a very exciting product. We're going to be asking ourselves the question, what on earth is a Flexy Foot? So, welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you've joined me before. My name's Amputee Adele. I'm a 36-year-old relearning to skateboard with one leg and two crutches, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. My favourite topic of the day is crutches. First thing to note about these crutches is, this is quite hilarious. Don't notice the different lengths, but literally look, the one with the madness on it has literally been like bowed like a banana. I fell on it, so I think might need to straighten that out, and or I have got another replacement top bit, because they are all like individual components that slide in and out. So if I break one bit, I take that bit out and slide another bit in, vice versa. I started learning how to do kickflips recently, because I'm leaning onto that. I'm finding it just giving that extra bit of height gives me a bit more time to lean over the board while I'm sorting that and flipping and popping all that stuff. So there is a reason. And also when I'm pushing along, obviously that crutch is on the back of the board, that one's actually on the ground, and then you'll notice there's a height difference then. I mean, it's still not exactly like perfect, but at least by having it slightly longer on the left, and when I'm pushing along, that is making up for that slightly, because remember, I haven't got a knee on my crutch, so you have to bend at the shoulder instead, and that's probably why my shoulder's so bad. Anyway, today's question is asking ourselves, what is the Flexy Foot? So I can answer you that question right now. First of all, the bit at the end is called a ferrule. Walking sticks, most walking aids, walkers, you'll all have these on them, because if you didn't, you'd just have basically a piece of metal on the ground. And my experience, when your metal goes to the bottom of these and hits onto like a paving slab, it just slides it literally straight from under you. So there's, without ferrules, you cannot use a walking aid safely or pretty much at all. These things are definitely much better for doing that. So yeah, we have got the ferrule that comes off at the bottom. They are replaceable, so once you've gone through one, you can put a new one on. And obviously I've just been replacing my ferrules as normal for the last, I don't know how many years I've been using crutches. Certainly the last 3 years, 2 years as a crutch skateboard, I've been getting through them like crazy. Anyway, so I just went to replace them like normal, and I came across a new device, a new product which I'd not seen before, or I might have seen before but I haven't really paid much attention to because it didn't really bear much to me. And this is what we're going to be looking at today, and that is the Flexy Foot. So I don't know if I can actually pull it off to show you, but this bit at the bottom does unscrew, so I can sort of show you the two different components that it makes up of. So we are today asking ourselves the question, what on earth is a Flexy Foot? And here it is, I'm about to show you now. So the Flexy Foot, before I pull it completely apart, is a ferrule, but this one has got a shock absorber and flexi to the bottom of it, so when your crutch goes down to the ground, it flexes like so. So if you are taking a crutch step down normally, you put the crutch down, it's flat on the ground. As soon as you angle that, you've got a smaller and smaller surface area. So the more you lean off that crutch, so you literally, if you go out to the edge, you are literally right on the very edge, there's nothing else there at all. With a Flexy Foot, when you do that, the top of the crutch will move with you, but you'll still get that good contact on the ground with the bottom of the foot, the Flexy Foot. It also has got like a shock absorbing sort of function as well, so as you lean onto it, it will give you a little bit of a shock absorber, which is sometimes helpful and sometimes not. So yeah, I came across this product. It didn't cost me very much money. I will give you a link to that product right now from the Complete Care Shop. I'm sure they sell it in other places as well, and Flexy Foot have their own website too. So hashtag not sponsored, hashtag not sponsored. This is just me doing an overview and showing you. So probably just as well I did that. Winnie's come to help us with the review, haven't you? No, she's not come to help us with the review. So this is the first bit you put on. What you have to do is cut your crutch down, I think it's like 5 centimetres. It does say on the box anyway. I'll cut that little bit off and then file it so you haven't got any jagged bits, because you don't want jagged metal sticking at the bottom. You then stick this bottom part on here like so, and then there's a little rubber seal there, and if you can see, I will do some close-ups in a minute for this bit so you can see. I just needed a bit of a clean out actually as well. And what we're going to do is put that back on the top of there, like so. This screws in, so what happens is over time, obviously this rubber will wear down. same on any ferrule, and as time goes by, that obviously the tread goes down and down and down until eventually it's flat and will offer you not very much grip at all, if any grip, and then eventually obviously it breaks through. With this one, the chance obviously it can't break through that bottom bit because you've actually got plastic in there. Again, I'll show you some close-ups of that. So you can't actually break through the bottom of that, so I'm going to give that a big thumbs up straight off the bat. This part here is actually replaceable, so if you wear through this bit, which I will do eventually if I want to, I can then replace just that little component there, not the entire full part. And yeah, you can just literally they do grey and orange, and I think they do black and orange as well. I thought I would have black, but I've got grey, but hey ho, that's what we end up with. So let's put this little seal, and I'm going to thingy it back onto there now. So just going to screw it on, screw. So this is definitely this clever, like, it's quite simple really, but I was thinking about it the other day. I was actually joking about, oh, like, you need like a pogo stick or something so that you can like generate, because I had to do without on the back crutch, you have to use your shoulder. I think that's all the way in. Yeah, that's it. And that's why I've got such a bad shoulder, because I'm always using that. So I thought, oh, that's a really good idea. I really like that. So there we are. That is the entire thing there. What I've also learned is you can get a like a foot that fits over there. It's like a little cap that goes over with steel teeth in it, and that's actually like an ice like grip. So if you're walking along on a particularly frosty day, and the weather has been cold recently, you know, or you've got snow on the ground, those teeth will then dig in. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature as well. Obviously wouldn't work on top of the skateboard, but if you were actually going along, now then you probably wouldn't need it, would you? But it's still a cool idea. I like it, you know, very cool. So in terms of skateboarding, how does this product relate and help me compared to your standard crutch? And if you're in a situation and you are a crutch skateboarder or you're a crutch user, would you upgrade from a standard ferrule to a Flexy Foot ferrule? Let's find out why. So first of all, sort of a versus thing quickly, you are going to find that the standard crutch ferrule is cheaper, probably about half the price at least. Ooh, bit something. So that is something to bear in mind if you're on a particular budget. I can't comment on how long this is going to last into the future because I've only been using it for 2 to 3 weeks, so that's why I've waited this long, in fact, to actually give you my sort of opinion, as it were, because I think you have to use something for a few weeks to get a bit of an idea and sort of see how it works, and especially because I'm not using it maybe how the average person might. So yeah, in terms of skateboarding, I found it fantastic. I've got some footage, hopefully I can show you, but it's been super helpful when I've been like trying to learn my manuals, especially like switch manis and stuff, because the way it's able to grip on the board, the fact that it sort of levels itself out, that is really, really helpful. However, I will say there are occasions where I definitely think that having the rigid one is more helpful. And if you're jumping off something, to like just take a bit of the shock out of it, but also because you've got that little bit of a wobble factor there, it sometimes makes landing a trick a little bit trickier. So if you're like ollieing down something, coming down something, I feel like it's a little bit less stable. Like with the solid crutch, solid ferrule, you know exactly where that is, and it seems to be easier to keep control on the board like that. So that is a negative, definitely worth bearing in mind. If you're not going to be using them for skateboarding though, I don't think it's something that you're going to really have to worry about. The next thing I'm going to look at is wear and tear. I've been using the product for, as I said, about 2 or 3 weeks now, and yeah, so far so good. So far it's looking pretty good. I can't remember how much tread there was on it to start with, but we've still got a pretty reasonable amount, so that's also good. It'll be interesting to see how long it lasts in terms of the tread on there, and how long before we have to replace our bottom Flexy Foot ferrule. And I will probably do a video to update you on that in the future when it happens. Until it happens, I can't tell you, but I would like to keep you updated on that one. So if you're a skateboarder that uses crutches, or you're just a crutch user and you want to know sort of like the long run of how it lasted, then I will be happy to update you guys and let you know what replacing the bottom bit's like and all the rest of that good stuff. So yeah, there's not really too much more to say. The last thing that, you know, to bring it all together is that the Flexy Foot is a really, really good idea. I think it's something that, you know, I've been thinking should have existed a while ago. It probably has existed for longer than I thought. The website seems pretty good. If you go to FlexyFoot's website themselves, they've got a lot of information on there. They do stock it in a lot of different sizes as well. It is worth knowing, if you haven't got, whatever size walking aid you use, it probably is a Flexy Foot to fit. So what I'd do if I was you is get a measuring tape, measure the diameter without your ferrule on, and then when you're looking online, then look for something in that size, just to make sure. Don't guess. I've done that. Don't guess. You end up with a bag of crutches ferrules that are in the wrong size, aka 25mm, and they're far too big and you don't know what to do with them, but you've got 10 of the buggers because for some reason you decided to bulk buy all the wrong size ferrules. Hey ho. Yeah, going to conclude this with thank you for watching the video. Yes, should you invest in a Flexy Foot? That is the ultimate question. Or what the heck is a Flexy Foot? I hope that question has been answered for you, and I hope that you, if you're a crutch user, that you decide to invest in it at least once to see if it is for you and it's the sort of thing you'd like. If you are a little bit more unsteady, maybe it isn't such a good idea, but definitely most people that are sort of plodding around, I think, will probably find that on the end of a walking stick just gives them that little bit more surface contact and hopefully a little bit more confidence as well. And then addition of having the ice teeth, it's like having the rally cars or whatever with the ice. They've got the ice spikes as well, so they can drip into the ice. It's pretty much exactly the same thing, like having crampons for your walking stick, which is pretty cool. All you need then is crampons for your shoes, and then you'll be laughing. As long as you don't fall over, you won't be laughing. Right. Okay, so I'm going to close this video up. I think Winnie's come to help me. Oh, Winnie, come to help. Winnie, come to help. Winnie's come to help the video. Winnie says, thank you for what? She's gone again. Thank you for subscribing. Sorry, thank you for subscribing. It's like saying something that's happened that hasn't happened already. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. Arigato, diolch yn fawr, from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to have a look at some of my other ones. I've got 89, 90 videos on the channel now, mostly relating to skateboarding, crutches, me being on skateboards. I think there's a few Kendama ones in there now, but we are pretty much focused on the channel now, doing just pretty much skateboarding stuff. Just really want to concentrate on my skateboarding on this channel. That's what I started off doing on the channel, and that's what I'm going to continue doing on the channel. So thank you very much for watching this far. If you like the videos, as I said, you can always show your appreciation by hitting the like button, and yeah, if you haven't already, you could subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified every time I drop a video, which is once a week. It's usually at the weekend, sometimes every other weekend, depending on what's going on with my health and life and all the good stuff. But yeah, you've been watching Amputee Adele, a 36-year-old amputee crutch skateboarder with one leg, relearning to skateboard, and I'm bringing you along for the journey. So don't worry. Worry less, skate more. Peace, one love. If I've got it, you've got it, guys. And don't forget, 2 crutches, 1 leg, maximum effort. Oh yeah. In terms of skateboarding, really walking in front of my camera. So today's question was asking today. What I've also learned is you can get just falling over in